Good morning everyone, Tony Harris here, TonyHarrisMentoring.com. Hope everyone's having an amazing day. Super scorcher here in Sydney this morning, and apologies for no tank top. I actually have it with me, here it is, but it ain't going on because it is smoking here today. So I'll try and keep this on my head only so I don't get in trouble. Anyway, it's just a joke for those people that complain. Put a shirt on, put a shirt on. Hey, I like to walk, I like to be comfortable, and I like to sweat it out, certainly when it's smoking hot, and get a good workout in the morning. I want to talk to you about 2019. There's been a lot of discussion over the last couple of weeks about vision plans, goal setting, resolutions, etc., which is all well and good, but you know, we're a couple of weeks in now, and just a quick reflection on maybe what you thought back a couple of weeks ago. How are you now 2 weeks in? Are you sticking to your discipline? Are you sticking to your what you wrote down, or your goals, or your thoughts, or whatever whatever you want to call it? Where are you at now 2 weeks in? Are you still disciplined enough to be able to stick to those morning rituals, or are things starting to taper a little bit? And if they are, it's just a recheck. Something you can do every week, really. And just recalibrate things if you need to. Recheck things, review, and go back and look at the past week and see what sort of adjustments you've made, and see if you need to make any further adjustments, or if you need to do it here, or stick to some rituals that you've talked about. Or how are you with your weight loss, or how are you with your weight gain, or how are you right now with your business goals? Or I know it's only 2 weeks in, but review. These things are a working document. Once it's laid down once, at the start of the year, it's not something you just put down, put it in a drawer, put in your computer, and don't ever review again. So I think that's super important that you do that, and it is it's something that helps you progress from an ongoing basis. One thing I wanted to talk about today particularly, and I'll do it very quickly now that I've rambled a bit, is that anything that you're striving towards, you'll find a lot more power if it's intrinsically driven. So if it comes from within, as opposed to you being pushed towards. Let's take a life or health and fitness goal. So if you're motivated or inspired by somebody that says something on a morning stream, or you speak something up on a podcast or whatever, or you see a video and you go, hey, that's got me for the day and I'm going to go out and do it, all well and good. And I hope that helps, whatever you're looking at or whatever. I hope you are inspired by certain things and you go, and it helps you through the day. But from an ongoing success standpoint, and an ongoing something that you're driven from, or comes from within, if it's intrinsically driven as opposed to externally driven or externally motivated by somebody else, that only lasts a period of time. So finding out your real why, finding out your real purpose, and finding out exactly your clarity on what you absolutely want in that given area of your life, whatever it may be. And we were talking about health and fitness. Your why and your purpose and your ultimate best case scenario with that goal, or with that vision that you have, has to come from within. It has to be. Otherwise, when it gets cold, when it gets rainy, when it's snowing outside, when it's super hot like it will be today, it's too easy to turn off and say no. It's too easy not to to take the easy road as opposed to just pushing through it. But if it comes from within, if you are pulled to that vision as opposed to pushed to that vision by somebody else, or someone else's dream, or someone else's inspiration, then it's not going to be everlasting, it's not going to be long lasting, and it's not congruent with who you are, and it's not congruent with what you want to be in that particular space, in that particular area of your life. So remember, intrinsically, find out exactly what you want, find out the purpose, and be very, very clear of what you want. I want to be XYZ in this particular area of life, business, love, relationship, health and fitness, social connection, whatever it is, whatever area it is, make sure you're very, very clear and very specific on your purpose and your why. Why do you want that? Because then the motivation will come from within as opposed to coming from external, and you will absolutely stick to it because it's internal. It's coming from you. It's your belief. It's your belief and it's your desire. It's what you want to achieve in that particular area, and you'll continue to do it. So the self-discipline takes over. We talked about habit forming, 66 days. It's okay. Some people can't get through 66 days on a workout plan, and I get that. I absolutely get that. Health and fitness, something I used to do in my back shed at my parents' place when I was 13, 14 years of age. Built my own gym out there, and pretty much have done that all my life. I'm not saying that to make me better than anybody else. That comes from within. My desire is for longevity. My desire is to be the best physical person that I can possibly be for the rest of my life. I want to be 90 and I want to be in good shape. When I get to 90, hopefully I've got enough longevity in my life and in my body that I live another 10 years, and so on and so forth. So it's about living the best version of yourself for me, both physically and mentally, and being the best physical shape that I possibly can be. That drives me on a daily basis. So what drives you? That's what you got to find out, what your purpose is, what your why is, and that'll help you in any space, in any given area, get through, because you're being pulled as opposed to pushed, and it'll be a long-term vision, long-term goal. Have a great day. Remember, you can live an optimal life completely by your design. You've just got to be able to design it. You've got to know what you want, and you've got to be able to design it, and go out and be great today. Bye.